Alright, hello, welcome. We'll be playing some more Caesar 3, and we'll be playing a map that's called Alpium Stationem. It has been created by myself. It is a northern map. It is supposed to be in northern Italy, so these are the Alps, mountains, and it is set during the Carthaginian wars, Punic wars. We'll be fighting Carthaginians, and one of the restrictions on this map is you cannot make any other forts other than legionaries. You can make them, but it's a challenge, so we should only make legionaries. And I wanted to make some of them because I really haven't seen any legionaries for a long time, since most of the custom maps actually don't allow you to have them, because they wouldn't make it to the other side of the map in time to catch any invading troops. So in here it's possible and even mandatory. Herrenbeck, yeah, it's sort of similar, but not really. The water is not such a big deal here as it is on the Colonia Julia Equestris. Water is not that bad, food is sort of fine, there is fishing as well as farmland, but it's all in awkward spaces, so the goal is to fit in our patricians and other blocks in this rugged terrain mostly. There have been some changes. I already played this map before, and before we didn't really have these small rivers here, so people just ended up using this for patricians. So instead I just made it more rugged, so now you actually have to build in these mountains, which makes it much harder. You can also build here, but it's going to be a hassle to defend it if you do. So I don't think we want to do it if we can avoid it. Entry point to the map is right here, and exit point is right here. Something to keep in mind, the caravan route is pretty large. Also, let's take a look at the trade map. So it throws us into Londinium here because of obvious reasons with the map creation. Just cannot pick and choose city sites. Otherwise I would probably pick Mediolanum. Kaleva would buy our marble, oil and wine. I don't think we can make wine or oil. No, we only have wheat and vegetables for farming. And in terms of raw resources, take a look at it. Yeah, marble quarries. Okay. In terms of other restrictions, we have small temples. We don't have oracles or mausoleums. We do have all the health stuff. We don't have wells. We do have all the education. Of course, we don't have plaza, I don't think. No, plaza is a crutch. We have an access to military academy. It's gonna be important because the Carthaginians are gonna be pretty insane, and even the natives. The attacks on this map can get up to the maximum size. We also have a time limit, so we cannot wait out anything. We have to deal with it. We can make hippodrome, and that's about it for the restrictions. I'm going to post the link to the map into the chat. It's horribly bloated, but it will only bring you to the scenario. I'm gonna read the instructions real quick. So, the year is 210 BC, and the Second Punic War between Carthage and the Roman Republic is in full swing. Your task is going to be to take control of 2 mountain passes that lead down from the Alps into Gallia Cisalpina and surrounding area. Other cities in Hispania are getting attacked by Carthaginians, but with the Alps as a defensive barrier, you have little to fear from them. The Republic's other cities are in dire need of marble, so expect its demand to be trending up. If you are able to jump on the market fast enough, you could support your city by marble alone. Your city has little to fear from Carthaginian menace, but the city's position will be highly defensible. Just in case, make sure that you prepare a garrison force, and if you spot any Carthaginian scouts, delay them as long as possible and use the rugged terrain to your advantage. May Jupiter favor you, Governor. So we have some additional goals. Use only legionary forts and defensive works. walls and towers. Do not miss any deadlines for requests. And that's about it. Yeah, the link is just... okay. Fine, we start with 3,937 denarii. Let's take a look at our salary. 5, I'm gonna drop it to 2. I'm going to give 25 denarii from our savings, or 20 to our city. And let's send a gift to Caesar right away. Buff that favor up a little bit. Let's drop tax rate for now. No other things should be adjusted. So our first thing, yeah, we need to export marble by land to Kalava, most likely. What about Lindum? Lindum would buy furniture, but we cannot make it from our local timber. Means you would have to buy timber from Kalava. So that's something we'll want to do. And we could also export marble by sea to Disha. It is fairly expensive. It also buys pottery. And then there is Augusta Trevorum, which would also buy marble and furniture and pottery. We could set up manufacturing districts for furniture and pottery and sell it, because we can buy clay from Lindum and we can buy timber from Kalava. The docks would need to be placed here. And let's take a look at the native overlay. There aren't like humongous amounts of natives, but there are still some, like this cheeky bugger. So you cannot just ignore it completely, because otherwise you will totally trigger them. And there are also wolves. The wolves are blocking fairly important sites for construction, especially this marble here, because those are actually the closest mineable rocks you can get. So we will have to wall them out, I think. The first thing we need to do is just set up our first housing block, and it's gonna be in here. Let's start by clearing up this space. Really spare money for making the block shorter. You cannot use any trees for anything else, so there is no point. This terrain is probably not going to favor standard blocks too much. Gonna also keep one spot from there, just in case we need some gardens to buff up desirability. Okay, so we would want this as a standard, but that would leave a lot of dead space in here. So that wouldn't be like great. We could even shift this route by 1 to allow ourselves another tile behind there, but to make it slightly larger. Like this. That would leave us with 3 spaces here. Yeah, do that. And in regards to this, make it something like this. Probably even go there. Should be still covered by a single set of services, I think. Get some people. Uneven. Not great. Yeah, this block is not gonna be super efficient, unfortunately. We should also slap down extra houses on this side. And even here. I think we'll keep that open. This side could actually be housed as well. I think I'm gonna most likely keep them at small insulae level. And watering them, we can do it from here and even from the upper side if we wish. There is this reservoir. However, it is guarded by some natives. So you have to take care of that. It is a northern map, so we don't have to make prefects, but engineers are a must. And we are playing Augustus, so I have to do clinics and barbers right away. Find a good spot for those. I think we'll want a granary here eventually. Means I'm gonna build these things here. Okay, let's unpause the game. I should actually keep my overlay, yeah. Let's wait until some people arrive. I'm going to just use some of our money to clear up a reasonable path here. Cut that road. If they can make it shorter, we should allow them to do it. And this needs to be opened up as well. They're probably going to struggle with money, at least initially, but that's okay. Very much expected on this map. We are going to have to give them temples. Take a look. I think I would like the temples to be here. And maybe some of them here. Need Venus as well. Okay, we have unemployment, so let's take a look at this. The natives reach all the way here, which means I'm gonna take palisade walls and wall this off. And then cut this forest. And let's set up our marble production. There's a rock as well. Let's surround it with quarries. I think we are gonna do 4 initially, and we are definitely gonna expand that. In terms of warehouse, best place for it. I really don't want to block the merchants too much. I think this should be fairly okay for them. Could even have it there actually, because we might have imports over here to manufacture something like furniture. Yeah, I think that would be good. Put the warehouse there. Start with a road network. I'm gonna keep these 2 tiles. Gonna slap an engineer in there. Accept marble. Let's continue focusing on our development here. I can actually, yeah, let's scrap that. I'm gonna place the house there. We can have a fountain space if we need it. There's gonna be plenty of dead space in the 1x1s here. This is actually bad. Not sure if that's gonna work too well. Okay. It worked out this time. Quite lucky. In terms of population, we already have a surplus. Means I'm gonna have to set up more marble. Take a look at it. We might want to split it into 2 different layouts. I think that's best. Stretch this a little bit, add a few more quarries. Get a house there. And we'll have quite a bit of population, so we're gonna have to figure out something to do with them. That something might very well be just setting up the furniture. it's gonna be needed. We are gonna definitely go into debt, at least initially, but it won't really be a deal for us. Going to have a warehouse there. Should recover the money pretty quick. We cannot deposit timber in there yet, but we can start with the buildings. So look at it. Looks like I might have actually placed it a little bit off. If I wanted to fit two workshops side by side, I just cannot do it there because there wouldn't be a space for a road. Unless I make it like this and then a road there, but that's gonna impact the warehouse's efficiency a little bit in delivering goods. But we can always make another one. Let's start with 5 workshops. Need to employ the people we have, so it's fine. And once we see some marble making its way in this warehouse, we can open up our first trade route. We did not really take out Caesar's bailout money yet. Means we should be okay. Is there any marble? How's the production looking? 96%. Okay. We still have unemployment, so let's add 2 more quarries to this side. And let's open the first trade route. It's gonna be Kalava. Start selling marble and buying timber. This is going to accept it. Caesar gave us just a little bit, so we are just barely not in debt. Fine. 216 and 16. But I like to do it 8, but that might result in some backtracking the caravans because they will deposit the wood and then they will go and realize, oh, there is now space because they took it out to the workshop, so we will go back. I don't really want that to happen too much, but for now this is what it is. I also didn't build an engineer here. We're gonna slap one down. The tile is a forest? Or is it a cliff? A cliff. Okay, get the engineer down. Now we have some debt. It's okay. You could still employ more people. I'm not gonna add the rest of these tons just yet, I don't think. So how do we deal with it? Preferably marble. And I'm gonna probably switch this engineer to like have another layout in here because this is getting sort of stretched. Eventually we'll be able to sell plenty of marble. So for now it is a little bit tight on the quota, but it's gonna get better. Get a roadblock in here. Still have unemployment. Should probably just make another furniture workshop. Yeah, we have plenty of marble to sell. That's good. Take a look at the production actually. Has anybody bet it? Oh no, not yet. That's disappointing. If nobody bets, I'm gonna have to reset the prediction. So you know. Okay, they love to sell stuff, so they're gonna do it first. Let's take a look at the prices. Yeah, wood is 60. And we can sell marble for 100. So it's not vanilla prices. Tougher right off the bat. But it should still allow us to get some profits, hopefully. Problem will be, initially they just don't buy that much. Just one shield, which means 15 units per year. but hopefully with some of the timber we just bought, we could get some furniture to be exported. However, it's another trade route, so that's 300 to open this up. We will do it once we have some furniture in the stocks. For now, just keep it running. Shouldn't have any problems. Eventually, I'm gonna have to build a bathhouse, but unless we hit 1,000 people, I don't think the help malice is gonna get too bad. We might be able to get away with having the small tents, at least initially. And it looks like we have some furniture now. It's October. Gonna open up trade route. It's gonna be worth it. Now we need to wait until people arrive to buy our stuff. They are coming. December. They did manage to buy some stuff before they left. Good for us. It looks like I might be able to support another furniture workshop or two. But it's stretching it. Could get two in here, that wouldn't really block anything. And it is very close to the warehouse. And we have made some money. Good. Get some houses in here. And we should think about getting a shipyard in this place. Going to be very minimalistic. And then some wharves. We could also fish over here or even marble mine this, but it's infested by natives. So initially at least we just cannot do it. This is a dock spot, this one as well. So let's just get that. This might work, but it's the all the way around. I could get a small bridge, low bridge in here. Do it. And let's get us a granary right here. Get an engineer on the end. And then this will need to connect to that. I suspect this wharf is gonna just need another engineer. Keep it working. But I'm gonna give this guy a shot, maybe he's gonna do better than I think. Put fish in here. Okay, managed to get some people. We'll get more and we can water them for extra stuff. Now we have quotas, we should wait until merchants arrive again. Taking them a little while to leave the map. Should make sure that they have a shortest route possible. Okay, now we should get some money. Yes, we are getting money and quite a bit of it, that's great. Early caravanserai could be an option, but we'd have to import timber and the clay for it. And also feed it, which is a problem. Okay, let's take a look at the reservoir. If I build it here, I could maybe water a bunch of them, but it's not gonna be all of them. Oh, fishing boats can't navigate. Which means it's this one, I think. Because this one is just not working out. Just get rid of that. And water. I need to figure it out. So I could get a reservoir here and then we should probably water these guys from up here. But it could be possible. Just would need to tap this water and that's a problem because I cannot get it easily. Alternatively, maybe we can water a whole bunch of them from here, but then some of them would still be unwatered and we cannot really bring water around there. You could have a reservoir So let's take a look at the fountain range. So if it is on this inside, then it's gonna cover everyone basically. But you need to choose either here to water the top row or bottom. Means we'll filter these guys from this side probably. Okay, so we need this water reservoir reach to be all the way up to there. So that means even this wouldn't actually solve it. I could have the reservoir in the middle, but that's just it is. They're gonna absolutely hate it if I do it. And we don't have plaza. No easy way to solve desirability issues. I think we are gonna have to do it two ways. So the first batch gonna get its water from a reservoir here. Gonna have to make another one and connect it, product and road network through it. And then the rest of the guys are gonna get it from the other side. I'm gonna invest into an early mission post to make this possible. It's gonna be fairly expensive, but we will need it. Take a look at the watering of these guys. If you get this fountain, that would be fairly good. Get it? See what happens. Quite a few of them evolved. And next up. Cannot make that happen? Yeah, right. So I can get this side at least. Would get quite a few of them. This would get even more. Do it. Some of them I really don't like where they live. Gonna get solved eventually. We should also place an extra house in here, I think. Get a lararium there and there. Okay. And that's gonna be the extent we can water safely. The rest of them need to be covered from the top. So we do have the labor, we just lack the money currently. Depends if we are making more soon. I think we are waiting on the quotas to rise on the marble. Yeah, we can still sell plenty of furniture. I think for now I'm gonna just do another warehouse. Take a look at this place. Okay, there is a way to get water up here as well, through there, but we can keep this open. Facilitate a block in there. Another warehouse would be good. Get more timber. Get it, it's gonna be 8 and 24 again. And then workshops, furniture. I'm gonna want to keep an entry point there, I think. I'll actually do it like this, it's fine. And let's bring this road around, make it a loop. Wait until some traders arrive, give us some money. Okay, Caesar wants marble, let's send him marble. Maybe we can get out of that before the end of the year, yeah, good. Also the fish is getting way here. Not a lot of it, but it is some fish. We should stockpile it. You have over 1,000. I think it's good time now to set up the missionary. Clear that. Clear this as well. Mission post. Gonna have to be here. I'm going to just do a minimalistic design like that. Can only pacify 2 of them, but it's from downstairs, which is actually beneficial for us, I think. Still need another tile. Yeah. And let's take a look. Reservoir there. reservoir there. Is it gonna reach? Yes, it reaches the one side at least. But we need it. Make sure we don't cut into the space too much, because we might need this for housing later. November. I spent way too much. Let's get this fountain. We need it because of that house. Then these guys need a fountain, and we can have a pretty good one there. In terms of these guys, I'm gonna just spend some money. Let's get a gladiator, no, legionary statue. Okay, now we need to wait until we have money. We are probably gonna lose a little bit of favor here, just about like 4 points. Now we have 1,000 people, so that's gonna be a little dangerous. Need to be mindful of that. Let's wait until we are out of debt. Okay. For some stuff, let's take a look at the map. Like no attacks are coming just yet. So we are fine. We are going to set up our first granary. And then immediately a second one to start getting fish. Get them their own engineer, and we'll cut this off with roadblocks. Gonna start getting fish. And we'll need more input. I'm gonna set up another fishing area in here. We already have the wharf, or the shipyard rather. It's fine, we can just slap however many we can fit. It's quite a few. Get a granary right around there. Start connecting up. And there. Get an engineer on the very end, and I don't think he's gonna make it all the way, but I'm gonna give him a chance, because I might be wrong about the engineers. I've been underestimating their reach quite a bit lately, I think. Okay, Kalava buys more marble, so it's up to 25 from 15, that's good. We should probably go with Lararia maybe. Of another set of small temples, but we'll need to solve the gods pretty soon. It's gonna be something we need to do. Next step is probably setting up manufacturing for pottery if you have the labor surplus. But for now this is fine. I'm gonna wait until there is a lot of food in there probably, and these, until they have all their ships. Actually are lacking a few people. Let's start getting them a few markets. Few of them should be plenty. The theater and a school. Not gonna be able to fit much in here. You got it. This block is way too much chunk. Similar area. So are these going to work anytime soon? They should have the ability to reach these fishing points. It's like they don't really want to. Maybe it's gonna just eventually happen. Not gonna rush it. Not even sure I can deal with it. Might be a bug. Some of these are working already. Might be these might be bugged or something. Increase trading of londinium of furniture. They buy less. Okay. They only buy 25 units. We could sell more furniture by sea. Should probably just shift production into pottery. Sell it by sea instead. Let's get a warehouse. It is going to be accepting clay in here. 8 units and yeah, plus 16 units is fine. Workshops, pottery. Get 6 of them. Connect this thing up. And then it needs to be like this. You have to set up a warehouse that's gonna be accepting pottery. And it has to go right there. Preferably with the entrance there. But it might impact the efficiency. I'm gonna try it. Accept pottery in here. And we should set a warehouse that will be getting furniture. Unfortunately, this native is just there in the way of everything, so this would cut off the road access pretty much. I could actually not deal with him and have just a road there, but it's never good to not have a road adjacent to the docks, I think. Let's also take a look if it's the same city that buys the stuff. Hey, amazing, you guys, welcome. Yeah, Augustus Treforum would buy furniture, marble and pottery. Everything we are investing into. Lutetia would buy just marble and pottery, and both of them are very expensive. Okay, so let's just start with this. Set up a stockpile and then get an engineer in there. I think they should be okay to cover everything up, and I'm puzzled why these don't really work. Pretty sure they were working before I played the map. There is no indication. Fishing spot is not that far. They really shouldn't have any problems. Road connection is there, they have labor, they have ships. Everything seems to be as it should. Give it some time, I guess. Gonna buy some more pages, let's take a look at it. I'll buy 2 denarii, so let's raise it. This year we already sold everything we can, I think, so we are gonna have to wait a little bit. And gods are getting already cheesed off, so we're gonna have to set up our temple dump. I think I'm gonna do it here. We already have an engineer there. Fine. It did cost me quite a bit. December, so we might irritate Caesar a little bit. I think that's gonna happen, because I don't think the merchants can actually buy more here. And going into a massive debt for the sea trade route is gonna be something we'll need to do eventually. Start importing some clay. Actually, I think I forgot last time to resolve a prediction. This one has 10 points on loss, so technically it's not eased off. So I'm gonna just leave it. Fine. February. Now we need to wait until we recover to that. It happens soon. Caravanserai is gonna be very important. Might even start fishing this, because yeah, these guys are just not working. Oh, I'm gonna cut them off. Since they do not work, we don't really need them. And now we bought a massive amount of clay, so it's definitely gonna impact our debt. Now they are buying stuff. Good, let's wait until they do buy more. But we cannot underestimate that. We also would need 4,000 to open up a sea trade route. That's not a possibility. Hopefully, yeah, Calabar has actually increased its quota once more, so now it's up to 40 marble. Good for us. But we still would like to sell a whole bunch more stuff. We should be able to get some furniture and marble here. Both of these things are articles of export, so fine. But we don't really want warehouses anywhere far from the dock. We're gonna have to be here. Means this native has to be pacified. Good. And I think I'm gonna start with another fishing area here. It's gonna be very important to get more food. So this is gonna require a yard, but I should have built one. There's actually a fishing point there and there. Okay, so yeah, the most inefficient place. I think it very well might be here. And we'll have to disable this one. Otherwise they will try to send ships to the other water, which might very well happen here as well. I saw ships disappear before like that. So if it happens, it's gonna impact our capability to make food here significantly. Even if you go into that, just make it happen. Take a look at low bridges. Get one there. Get an area there. And let's get an engineer. There. Going to accept fish. We should probably get a third getting granary in here. But we are already lacking a few workers. Definitely not great. Get fish. Actually roadblock that. It's fine, the warehouse doesn't really need coverage. And then the furniture, if 1 denarius. Nice. Upset. We've bought a bunch of clay. This native is pacified. So next year, when we recover the debt, we're gonna have to invest into some getting warehouses. price rise on marble, that's great. These guys are doing some backtracking, I don't like to see that at all. So eventually we will just need to expand the pottery industry quite a bit. Wait, it's February, come on, let's make some money. Attack is already on its way. Worrying. And Caesar is getting more and more pissed. War has collapsed. Okay, right, I haven't connected these properly. Gonna have to do another engineer. Wharf. Yeah, I'm making money, but slowly. I need to sell my pottery. It's just thing that's sitting in our stockpiles, not doing anything. But 4,000 is a lot of money. I suppose we are gonna do it. It's gonna pay off eventually. Let's export it. Let's take a look at prices. 140 is not bad. And we have unemployment, so even though we have debts, gonna have to make warehouses. These things. I don't know if this one is gonna work actually. Let's move to the last one. There. So let us get marble. Don't allow land traders. Let us get more marble. Don't allow land traders and furniture. I will be selling that to the sea traders. They should start coming here. Hopefully we'll recover the debt and able to support an army soon, because that's what we are gonna need. Also, I cannot make a fort yet because I would need weapons. If we had money, yeah. There's a ship, it bought a bunch of pottery, it already recovered most of our debt. Hope for another one. Solve it. Yeah. In and out of debt. But this year we spent a lot of money on that, so it's completely understandable that it's a little bit tight. I'm gonna have to set up our iron industry in here. We'll need weapons, so let's get some iron going. Oh, no. Is this? I think I made a mistake. I think none of the cities actually sell you iron. Yeah, it's too bad. I wanted to play around with legionaries. This is, I think I have in my files a wrong map file, so this one doesn't really have iron. But other things should be as intended. Farms and everything. So we are gonna just to make auxiliaries. I don't like to do that, but there is no way for us to get legionaries. I think I'm going to wait until it's January. Then we all spend money going to that even. I don't care about that too much. But we want to keep Caesar fairly happy. The barracks. Where are I? Yeah, we do have some, but not excessive amount. Not on this map. We just don't have the money for it. I would do it otherwise. Much better than the small temples. Get a military academy. And engineer. get food immediately. Rock is blocking. Very good position for a fort. Oh, I need a supply post, right? Where do we have excess food? I guess here we are always gonna have some better food. So get it here. And let's get our first fort. We should recover the money. Also, just getting more marble would probably be good for this. For selling. These guys will lack desirability. Let's get them more. And some gardens for these guys. Hello, Wellington, welcome. Okay, let's get that. 2,000 people, that's actually not great because I'm gonna have to give them a bathhouse, otherwise they will die. Is that... yeah, that's a clinic. Just move it. And we would probably benefit from getting the caravanserai very quickly. However, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. You'd need timber and clay. And we'll probably want to build it around here. That's our next project, I think. But maybe for the next year. For now, I need to make sure we have enough troops to beat away the enemy attack. It's gonna come pretty soon. Since we cannot make iron here, I might as well just use this for another fort. But not yet. We are still amassing this. One thing to do would be build a massive ship's bridge over here. 1,300, and then make it so we can mine some marble. Problem is this native. I'm gonna have to pacify him as well, but it should pay off. We do it, because currently our marble is taking a long time to reach here. We also just expand the pottery industry. And yeah, it's causing backtracking. Because our people, like the traders, are actually depositing some clay and then they will come back. Just get another warehouse in here. Up to 16. We have all the emotes. Yeah, no fires on the northern map. Unless we get a riot. Or technically fumigation, but those do not spread. The workshops. We should move this one a little bit more in. Hey Maris, welcome. Get this. We connected this right there, but we are going to roadblock it. Think? No. Yes? I'm so confused. Okay. Let's just get them their own engineer. It's Spaghetti Road Network. Okay, we are getting substantial amount of money now. Good. What about our... oh, they are grabbing pottery from all the way here. Okay, let's disable the market ladies from doing that. But I'm going to give them their own warehouse that they can access for getting pottery, because if you get into Insulae, that would be a good juicy tax income boost. Could use 3 more cliffs. Somehow I think that's ironic, but yeah, it has plenty of cliffs. We also had a prediction, but nobody was here, apart from very few people. It can be more rugged. There are plenty of maps that are even more rugged than this, actually. Isn't that bad. But for a guy that, like, for someone who would be used to playing standard campaign maps, this would be just something very tough to handle. Let's do another prediction. The last one had like 10 points on loss. Start it. They're gonna get their pottery from this warehouse now, and I'm gonna have to figure out how in the world am I going to give them... what do I want to say? How am I going to give them an amphitheater? I guess some of these temples will have to go. Even if I remove them though, that's not gonna be 3x3 spot. Same with this. The problem. Could get away with one of the houses, but then I would need to solve the fountain problem. It can be just smack in the middle, right here, but again, it's not great to remove houses. I could maybe try to make it work from here. And then let's get a gladiator school and an actor's colony as well. Remove these trees. That would probably spawn them in that road. But it's actually not that bad. Let's do it. And also I could ship this reservoir to be right here. However, now how am I going to get this? I could just make a bridge. No ships can go here anyway, so really it's fine. But this is now blocked off. Let's get the temple to Mercury to move. Somewhere. Oh, it's just... Let's get it back. This is way too much complicated for its own good. Can we just shift the product to go like this? It's more and more hideous the more I'm tinkering with it. Product. No, this would need a road access from there, I think. Could have done it if this was a granary. I think we are gonna do it. Get fish. Remove that road tile. It was a fresh warehouse anyway, but never good to remove them, of course. This is going to get pottery, just 16 units. And don't allow traders of any sort. They would totally come here. Don't block it off. Okay, and road tile there, connected to that. And then take a look if we can fit an actor's colony in here. Good. I just made this road there. Now it needs to connect up to that. This can be road blocked. Okay, let's hope it works. Way too complex for its own good, I think. Yeah, Caesar is gonna ask for weapons and I have the wrong version of the map. So I'm not gonna be able to make weapons, ever. Means I'm gonna have to make sure I appease Caesar every time I get the chance to do it in any other way. So he's gonna be progressively more pissed about me not giving him his stuff, but at least we should be getting some salary so we can emergency gift him. Yes, he is, especially here since I don't have the correct version. If I had it, it would be fine. Oh, they are still complaining about desirability. Alright. I see. Got a big statue. Austrian statue there. I should like that. Baron would love this site. And I actually need to set this so that entertainment walkers can come through. Insulae. I need to see how many it covers. Also, let's just get this Neptune temple. Actually, yeah, let's replace it with Mercury. Mercury goes there. Paxman. There. With an actual Pax rate to 8%. And temple to Mercury needs to go somewhere. Because here it doesn't impact anything, really. But it blocks off another access point you usually want to avoid. You could just get it somewhere else. For example, in here. Try to get the desirability up. We don't have plaza, so it's gonna be a little difficult. Also, I should just let's remove that. I am going to just clean this gardener up with this. I have to give them the large ones. It's gonna impact more of them. Unemployment is absolutely huge. Gonna have to do something with it. I think it's time for us to invest our money. But maybe not just yet. Also gods, okay. Gods are gonna go absolutely apeshit. I guess you build them temples here. No, this is a good place for caravanserai. Where do we build our temple dump? I suppose it can be here, but I would like to keep forts if possible. I'm gonna make this into a temple dump. And what about military numbers? Isn't great. Get ourselves a tower. Can really only have one, I think. Still, it's gonna be at least a little helpful. Yeah, it's the unemployment. All this deforestation will come haunt you in 2000 years. Maybe. I think it's fine. Actually, like, in terms of when you want to talk about deforestation, like early ancient civilizations, especially in Europe, actually did deforest a lot of areas, because before then most of Europe was actually covered in very dense forests. Oh no, they are grabbing freaking furniture. Okay, let me just fix it, then we'll talk some more. They absolutely cannot be allowed to do it. No furniture for the scrubs. There is another market there. Alright, so most of the European continent was actually covered in very dense and thick forest. And people, when they actually stopped being hunters and gatherers, they started to deforest areas for agriculture, because previously it was just not possible to get much agriculture going in this forested area. So they started deforesting it systematically, and it took a lot of work, but they managed to progressively deforest more and more until a point when they just yeah, it's just not possible, rather than suboptimal. So they managed to get like I think, I don't know the exact amount, but it's predicted that it was like a dramatic shift from something like 90% forested to like 60%. So it was insane. And then it didn't really impact it too much, because as you can imagine, growing crops actually also, they are plants as well. So in terms of oxygen production and reduction of other gases like that, actually humanity, by producing its food, vegetable-based food currently, it's actually offsetting these effects by quite a bit. But you will not hear about this from people who go absolutely apeshit about ecology, because it doesn't suit their agenda. Just a small thing to think about. I wanted to get something. Lararium here. These guys don't have much desirability. It makes sense because it's correct, but nobody cares about it because it's not cool. But yeah, if we were only carnivore race, or as humans, we would totally have problems, because you wouldn't be growing that much greenery at all. So you'd have to offset it, but since we are not, we are actually like equalizing the effect quite well. Just Earth itself actually goes through ice ages and things like that constantly throughout history. Even like our ancestors actually lived through an ice age. So it's possible that these shifts are also relevant to just planet doing its thing. I mean, humanity is totally a factor, don't get me wrong, but it's not like we are solely responsible for it. I don't believe that. Yes, they are. Alright. I cannot get this guy to evolve. I'm gonna have to give him something else. How do we do it? I don't suppose I could reach him with any desirability structure. Medium status wouldn't reach him for sure. He's just gonna be a singular large casa in here. Not much I can do about that. Okay, I cleared this up. Let's just use the labor. Yeah, we can tame the native, but I wanted to know how many quarries can I shift. I'm gonna just make him there. Or actually, can I make it all the way here and not impact the fact that we want quarries in here? I have one there, and there, and there. That's 3. You could still get 3 if I just build it there. So alternatively, this could be a quarry. This one cannot because it it blocks it off. That solves it then. Make it. Sell some stuff. It's January, so we can finally do the bridge, even though Caesar is gonna shriek at the costs. It's gonna be fine. We'll make more money soon enough. The marble is gonna contribute to it. Get an engineer there. I don't like that this is connected to the bridge, but cannot really not have it like that. That's what it is. Connect that up, but let's make sure we roadblock it. Okay, these guys should evolve into regular insulae soon. Emigration, okay, I'm gonna have to solve it. Let's take a look at wages. Let's buff it. And I need to do something else. I suppose we could start fishing this because that's our very reliable food source. Here. Mission post there. No matter where he spawns, he's gonna pacify the natives, so that's okay. Ship's bridge, gonna have to build it there. Connect it up to this. I think we should actually get... Can we get a grenade on this island? We could, but it blocks off a wharf spot. Instead, just have it like that. Gonna be fine. Get fish and take a look at dwarfing. Caesar is gonna go apeshit, it's fine. Is that a 2x2? No. I don't want that one. It wouldn't work anyway, I don't think. This one we might give it a shot. It's gonna be absolutely hideous in terms of looks, you know? Like... this will probably require quite a few engineers. 2 at least. Kidneys have roads through them. It's strange to me. Yeah, they do have that. Can connect to middle tiles. It's 3x3 buildings, so each middle section is actually a road. That's how they work. Roadblock. Roadblock. This actually needs a road connection there. You should have stalled the immigration a little bit. Now this guy is just incredibly mean that he doesn't want to evolve. I'm gonna have to give him... You're gonna have to make caravanserai, I think. Made some money. I'm gonna set up a monument construction site in here. Okay, things. Let's get timber. Let's only accept the one we get, not traders, because traders would come here and that would ruin it. Get marble as well. No traders, and connect it up, let the road block it off. Then once we have some resources in here, we are gonna start constructing. Also, gods are still unhappy. Some of them are irritated, some of them are excited. Looks like I mismatched some temples. Is something cut off? No. They are jealous. So which gods want which temples? So we are aiming for... Why does Mercury have 5? Doesn't make any sense. I should cut it back to 4 and then add 2 Neptune, 2 Mars, 1 Ceres, 1 Venus. One Venus, Neptune, I think. Cannot get Neptune unhappy. He will absolutely shrek my economy if I do. What's the other one? Mars. Mars is also important. Let's hope the gods will chill and not destroy everything now. Would totally hurt if Neptune curses us. Be over. Gonna kill all the fish. Price rise on clay by 15 denarii, that's a lot. But you should still be fine. I'm gonna add a few more workshops along here. They are probably not gonna be able to keep them running all the time, but no matter. Managed to steal some clay already, that's good. We have some money, I'm gonna do another fort, I think. Yeah, we should make it happen. Gonna do a mounted fort. Clear this up. How many tiles is this? It's 3. Means I can get another tower. Right? Yeah. Good. The other side is not fortified well at all, but we can at least get one. Gods should be getting happier. Series is irritated now. Series. Get her the last temple she wants. Fortunately that one would block everything in, so... not good. Can be here. And I think we are gonna do some Lararia where we cannot have other things. Unfortunately, Archer Spam isn't as successful in Stronghold. Yeah, it isn't. The Javelineers will definitely have trouble with some of the enemy units. It's Carthaginians, so... gonna be a lot of elephants. And generally infantry. Could be tough. I'm gonna start building ourselves a caravanserai now. Take a look. Gonna be just fed fish forever. I imagine the caravan horses wouldn't really like that, but everyone must embrace garum. Where is our work camp? And an architect skill. Engineer as well. Make it happen. Soon we should open up the other trade route. We do have significant stocks of marble. How are we doing on the amount? Yeah. Need to open Lutetia. It can also sell us timber, so we can even make more furniture. Do we do it? I don't think we do it just yet, because Caesar is gonna be unhappy about the request we cannot fulfill. We cannot even import iron or weapons, so... it's gonna have to... suck it up. Okay, enemy attack. It's gonna be just scouts at first. So I expect anywhere from like 20 to 30 units. Nothing really special. Let's let them pile up initially actually, because I need to keep refilling the units and we don't want our morale to fall off while defending prematurely. I wonder if garum is anything like Vietnamese fish sauce. It's exactly what it is. Like, not exactly, because Asian cuisine actually uses lots of different spices that Romans wouldn't use. But it's strange how... so basically, if you talk about it, like Roman world, right? even before split of the empires, before there was a Byzantine and Western Roman Empire, the Romans actually did have contact with China and traded with it. And one of the articles of export was actually also cuisine, like they exchanged even meals, basically like recipes. And that's how actual fermented fish sauces get their way around the world, and even to China and Asia in general. And while the Romans split their empires later, when the Western Roman Empire collapsed, it gradually fell off. And then after that, it fell off in the entire like Western part of the world, basically, until it completely disappeared, and then it only remained in Asia, mostly. Of course, there are some exceptions to this, but mostly it's strange how now the place where it actually originated is not at all using it, while it remained in Asia. It's a shame. I wouldn't want that in my regular cuisine, but I think Romans, like, they really overdid it. They were like crazy for garum. They would use it on everything. And like, it's fermented fish guts. I don't think it's very good. And this seems like it's not that small. Might have underestimated it. Get some palisades. Real overdid it, but I love fish and seafood in general. Okay, so if you are that type of person with that type of palate, I think you would enjoy it. But for me, I wouldn't like it, I don't think. It's not like a crazy amount of enemies, but it's enough to a point where they could overwhelm this. Also, this tower is just not functional because it's not connected to the world. Okay. Maybe it's gonna happen. I really need that ballista. I could actually defend all the way over here. It couldn't do anything to my fort. Maybe we do that after I break through the popsicle sticks. You have money, it's October, I'm gonna have to wait. So far so good. They are taking casualties. And the ballista is there. Fortunately, it just got something inconsequential. Okay. They're going through it, I'm gonna retreat. Reposition our units there. Clear up these trees. There's a town in southern Italy that makes its own fish sauce too, it was forgotten about. Yeah, it uses whole bringed anchovies though, not just fish guts. Yeah, I mean they most likely market that as garum. I think that's actually, I heard that there is a product like that from Italy, but it's not the original recipe at all, so they would be making it very differently. And Romans actually like there are things like their recipes basically survive because of they did favor like making records of absolutely everything. That includes recipes and even like quotas of things, and how much did it sell, what did they need as raw resources to produce X amount of quantity of things. So what we found out is that they had several types of garum. The finest would be used by the higher classes, while you could even make, like, they had suboptimal variants of garum that would be worse. Derived from Roman recipe, alright. Makes sense. And yeah, so some of the garum for the lower classes were actually being made with octopus and other sea creatures. Yes, many types. and also different herbs and spices, which were also part of their like marketing. Our garum is made with this and that, while also the fish in question or the sea creatures would be different compared to the region and also just the availability of it. Alright, so let's open up the last trade route to Tisha. Get a trade policy. Swords are great. Just gonna get that. And a lighthouse. For the lighthouse, yeah, we should have the resources here eventually. I am going to set up this warehouse to also accept 16 timber. And we'll make some workshops for furniture. That will work. I think. Yeah, it should. Just roadblock this. Go away. I think that's this should be out. Disable it. Can get more fish into the system eventually. We are just out of clay, but hopefully we'll get more soon. Can we buy clay by sea? I don't think that's possible. No. But we can buy timber at least. So eventually we will have to shut off our pottery exports just to be able to sustain the city basically. Also, where is the stockpile? Yeah, this does not accept any traders at all and it will keep stocks for our housing. So we have a reserve. Now we need to recover money and then place another fort because... Oh right, I made it. Okay, good, good. Let's see the ships. Looks like they might be piling up a little bit. Not that bad. I was thinking it would be worse. If I see them piling up too much, I'm gonna just make sure that we actually have more. I'm actually gonna switch this, I think. Switch this to accept timber 16 units. This is still going to accept 8 for the lighthouse consumption mostly. While I'm probably going to switch these workshops. Because this warehouse is actually getting stuff, so it's never going to be able to get food to these workshops. Gonna make some workshops here though. Absolutely hideous, but if it's gonna work, I'm totally up for it. I think we have an engineer there, yeah, so fine. And we can always add more workshops if we want. So yeah, wood is not gonna be a problem to get. Marble is going to be a slight problem, I think. But eventually we should have enough here. So what about the construction site? It already got its first stage. Good. I'll have to take a look at this. Probably. Clear away. Here. For the follow. Get ourselves a tower here. They are usually like immediately going for our city anyway, so aggro or over aggro is not really a concern, I don't think. Caesar is unhappy, that's fine. Gonna be even more upset once he finds out we cannot give him the weapons. There's no iron, but yeah, it's fine. He will eventually stop asking for it. So is this getting anything? No, so it should be stockpiling our workshops, but it's not for some reason. Why is it not doing that? Purpose of the 4 walls for a tower? Hey, next the UK. It's actually you cannot make a tower unless it has walls under it. So if you would make a wall like this, regular wall, then you would be adding towers to it. You can see that you cannot make a tower unless it's on the wall. This is puzzling. I don't think... Why is it doing that? It really should be stockpiling the workshops. Maybe it's the roadblock, but it really shouldn't. No. For some reason it just doesn't work. I could get a warehouse. Late since it came out. Yeah, it came out a long time ago. It was like that in the original game as well. This is Augustus mod, so there are plenty of new things, buildings and such, new features. But it wasn't even in the base game. You probably just forgot about it. Because you otherwise wouldn't be able to get towers at all. While they are not really necessary in the campaign, I think it's sort of a cool aspect, so even if people didn't really understand the game properly, they would still use them, even if they were not better. Okay, so looks like we might add extra marble. Also the wolves might need eradication soon. I think it's high time to deal with them. Gonna be absolutely hideous road network. In Zoom, I haven't played the new mod yet. Augustus. Augustus is the best mod that's for Caesar 3. You could play Julius, that wouldn't allow to zoom, and it doesn't have many other features, but it's much closer to the vanilla game experience. If you are after that, then you can use Julius instead of Augustus. Depends what you want from the game. Okay, let's take a Julian 4. Put that up. Should get constructed soon. I think we might even want more marble actually. Yeah, so once we deal with the wolves, gonna happen. Yeah, no problem. It's very simple to set up. Just extract it into your folder and launch the Augustus exit. But you are gonna find the game very different than the vanilla experience, so many things are different, and even more difficult, so I'm gonna have to deal with much more in depth upkeep. There is now levy for each religious building, so it's like you pay upkeep for that, you pay upkeep for military structures. But it can be difficult if you are not prepared to handle it. And there are plenty of custom maps as well, such as this one. You can find on Caesar 3 Haven. Or some of them are in the Discord. Okay, we have money. We have some unemployment still, so another block is probably not wise to do just yet. Let's get another fort. Cannot really get it there. And here it's full as well. I think it's fine if we have it here. Make sure I didn't build it on the native land. Could have been pretty bad. Let's take a look. This native is gonna block some of our stuff, but 2 quarries can be built there. I think we'll actually pacify him. From where we'll do that. There. Connect this up. And we'll roadblock that. Just gonna have a new engineer. And we'll pacify the native. Connect it up. I should actually do this. Roadblock it. Okay, money seems to be not a big deal anymore. Gonna have to make another block. Okay, enemy attack. What's the other thing? Emperor requests money. Let's give him the money. That's fine. Where is the attack? Here. Still have some walls over here. Still gonna defend it, I think. Last time it worked quite well. Does not really fit that many units over here. That shouldn't really be a big concern. Let's get the cavalry in front. And this fort will fill up in the meantime. Some towers. I should actually make one here as well, but this is fertile land, I don't necessarily want to build on it. So I'm gonna just build a tower here. I could. Okay. Here it is done. They are beelining it for the city. Okay. Okay, and this is still cut off from existence, apparently. Why is that? Oh, I didn't have a road access. Right. They smashed through the first wall, but I think we are just gonna hold our ground even with the cavalry. Fine. The elephants might be a big threat. Before they come, I might actually just reposition the units. Emperor is angry, but grateful for the money, so it equalizes out. Take a look at our savings. We have enough, so let's send him a gift. They're just dodging the bolts constantly. It's not good. We can hit someone soon. It's a hit, but they can survive one full ballista shot. The elephants are the only unit in the game that can do that. I think they are running. Hey, from the computer. Yeah, you missed the prediction. I don't even know how it ended up. Gonna take a look at it. I doubt it was good. Looks like, yeah, 400 for win, 10 points for no. People are just not interested in betting on my maps at all, clearly. Or when I'm playing Caesar. Anyway. Not like I have to do it. I don't even like care for it, really. But I thought it was just something like people like to interact with things, and that's what makes Twitch different from like watching a TV or whatever. But if there is no interest, I cannot care less, really. We're in drought because of marathon? What marathon? Is it the rose tinted marathon? Yeah, I guess a lot of people are watching that, right? That's what you mean? I don't really mind it that they watch it. Just I'm not like interested in it much because I only watch people who are actually around. Yeah, definitely. But it's not a bad thing, necessarily, I don't think. Gonna give them a pause so people don't get like totally swamped with content from a single creator. I think that's not a bad thing to have. Pause like it, and even like more people can actually share some opinions, information about other smaller streamers as well. So overall, I think it's definitely a good thing for the community. Okay, so what's next? Probably setting up another block. Where do we do it? Marble core has collapsed. Is it because this engineer is spawning on this side? Yes. Okay, let's see if that helped. It should, but maybe some more are gonna collapse. Yes. Hey, Blubber. No. Friendly meant that people who would be watching other smaller channels are also interested in the marathon, therefore they are not around as much. People are that cranky. Well, you don't have to watch it. It's up to you, right? Nobody forces you to do it. But I'm sure, like, yeah, Jake content is probably better in most cases. Yeah, Blubber had a lot of people around. I think I saw some numbers, and I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing either. Like, even if it's a bit lower for us, like, what's the big deal? I didn't have many people either before, so it's noticeable. But I don't really like. It's not feeding me. It's not paying my rent. And overall, I think people should just have fun. So I think the marathon for people who actually enjoy those sorts of games is cool. Because I will play like a single game or several games, and I will play them to death. And some people will just not like that, and they will just watch for a little bit and then go away. That's fine. So maybe getting a pause for these people is gonna be just what they needed, you know? Yeah, Blubber has insane amount of people. He also plays EU4 a lot, and I think a lot of people are interested in that specifically, but I might be wrong. Yeah, it's good. It's you give it and take, right? It shouldn't be a single one-sided bar again, I don't think. What do we need? We need the block. Where do we set it up? It can be here, but this is fairly rugged. You could get a block up here. Sort of far, but doesn't really affect anything. Yeah, I know, Paradox games are quite popular in the community. Because there is more competition, but who really cares? If people are interested, if you make something that's worthwhile, they will come back. This is gonna be a pretty hideous block overall. It's not gonna be efficient by any stretch of the imagination. I'm gonna have to have housing on one side and the other is gonna be for services, mostly. But it's gonna be some people and I cannot really feed that many people on fish alone, so that's fine. Break out more from just GG code and GXP people. Yeah, so depends how you can attract more people from outside, because it is an enclosed ecosystem mostly. You get a random guy here and there who never heard of Jake, like people who actually watch categories that you stream, and they will tune in and find out that there is actually another like world. But overall, it's rare. So I think for guys like you and me, it is only a benefit that we get people from Jake's sphere. And we shouldn't really try to forget that it made us, and without it we wouldn't even get like 3 viewers. So I don't really think we should forget that. I was wondering what you meant friendly calls. It's bad, I understand this policy, even if it's my own. It's not like Jake rates into others in the community or something. This is what I thought you might have meant. Yeah, Jake doesn't usually raid, right? You may do, yeah, but in terms of people around here, I actually started watching on Twitch just because of Jake. And I started creating maps because of Jake. And I got better in Caesar because of Jake. And now I'm here, and I started streaming because of Baron and Jake. So in that sense, it made me as a guy who produces some sort of content, if that makes sense. Of course, as a human, that's entirely different matter. I'm not talking about that. You'll need to get a reservoir right here. And let's hope we can get an aqueduct through here without restricting the movement too much. Yeah, he would be absolutely bothered by others. I wouldn't even, like, it's a shell, you shouldn't really ask for it. If he does it, it's just a massive, like, it's a very nice gesture. I got raided by him when I was playing the punishment games for him. The suffering is another category. But even still, I wouldn't dream about bothering him about it, to do it again, ever. I never actually asked, he just did it by himself. And that's how it should be, I think. I also realized that he has probably a lot of stuff on his plate, so just bothering him about small things just feels bad. Daily popularity contest, yeah. Shakespeare superstar. But I think Shakespeare actually isn't like that. Like, it's an exception to most of the rules that apply to Twitch. At least that's how it should be, like, that's the dream, right? I think Blobber actually knows more. Yes, they would make some people jealous for sure. Generated by big streamers before, but I'm the same way. I don't like asking. Usually I raid smaller streamers and try to bother big ones. Yeah, especially for the raids. I think I asked even Blobber for a follow. Yeah, when I gave him my first map or something like that, and that was not very good. I don't personally like to chill at all. I was very close to 50 followers and I needed it. I wanted the emotes. So thanks for that again, but never done it since. Okay, what do we pick as a policy? I think just selling gonna be good. Yes. It's 50 followers, that's why I did it. I was like 48, 49, something like that. Very, very close. Let's get another house. It's gonna be tricky for food. I'm gonna have to fish this other side. Means dealing with wolves. They are over here somewhere, I'm sure. Also well done on Salted Carthage. Yeah, it was a good map. I actually like that one. Like, the aspects, the concepts of the map are just great. I don't really like the simplistic nature of the map, but at the same time, like, the hex editing just shows us what could be possible with a proper editor tool. Like, that is just so good. Try out. Bye your points. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't bet everything. Right? Is this gonna be enough? I'm gonna have trouble feeding it, so probably yes. And also, let's take a look. Where are the wolves? They are all the way over here. Still got plenty. Okay, good. Wouldn't want you to be absolutely broke. But it's not like the Salted Carthage was like totally like a given that I would win or lose. I've lost on the map before, but it was because of military. And since then there were changes in Augustus. Because actually Augustus team was asking me a lot of things recently for balance, so we made a bunch of changes to the game. The most recent one that is being discussed is actually when an invasion comes, like if you consider legionaries as a unit, you actually cannot use them much on custom maps unless it's a map like this where you have only like 2 choke points. Because if it's an enormous province and you have your legionaries, you will never be able to get to there if you have a block right about here before the enemy is attacking it. So yeah, so what Crudelius actually proposed was that we could get the invasions to have a cooldown of like a month or 2 before they actually enter the map upon the event happening. So you definitely know they are just going to come in, but you still have a little bit more time to set up. Because sometimes what happens is they actually don't have to be aggroed and they still go and immediately beeline it for your city. They don't even stop. So that could make them more viable by indirectly buffing them in this way. Because if you just made them faster, it would feel really weird. So this might be the better way. I think I agree with it actually. And we could even make it a Senate upgrade or something like that, like an epithet or a scouts thing. I don't like the idea of knowing where they are coming from. Yeah, it's good. Also on the topic of Jake and Baron making you still disagree. Sure, ain't no one get anywhere without the help of others, but Jake and Baron's success is because they stuck with it and kept streaming. Success because you kept streaming and improving. Jake and Baron help because they like you. Yeah, I mean, that's right, but I still have a lot that I owe to them. So I don't really feel like I should be criticizing them even a little bit. But you might be right. Yeah, you can position the army and prepare where it comes from, so that makes the legionaries slightly better, even by indirectly buffing them, so you don't have to change any of their stats, anything like that, because that could feel really off if you did that. So I think that's a good change, and yeah, making it an epithet or something that you need to actually spend some resources on would be great, so it's not just a freebie thing. I think it would make sense, it would be good. Will work for a while. Yeah, no problem, friendly. Glad to have you around. Pararii. Do we do them? I think we do. Just these little bits and spaces. Yeah, basically. So either you have it or you don't. If you have it, you have the extra time. And it would for sure have upkeep. The other idea was you would have to send one of your cavalry units to scout, but I think the building is better. Yeah, like even make it like you can even make it impactful in terms of like it will take food from supply posts, so it will make that more difficult. It could have levy, not an insane amount, but a little bit, and maybe even like make it gobble up like 2 weapons yearly. I think that would be good. Any of these things, don't necessarily have to be all of them at once, of course. Okay, so next up we need food. I think we are gonna have to get that, so we vault in the wolves, that's fine. Let's just cut this entire forest down. And let's take a look at bridging. Pretty sure there can be a bridge. Ship's bridge. Wharf. I cannot get one there because it would block everything off. Unfortunate. Can't bridge over this. And there is only one wharf spot, so I'm not gonna bother with it. Got a granary here. It's actually so bad. Get it in here, that's fine. And we'll need an engineer. So let's get him there, and this is gonna accept fish. While we'll get some granaries to get it. And they are gonna have to go in here. Probably 3 for now. Let's hope it's enough, but it might not be. Fish is not really that great, I don't think. So we'll see if there is enough input. Might have to also farm, but I would like to avoid that. Get fish. Get them an engineer. And immediately get a warehouse for pottery, so we prepare to make them into insulae. That is bad. Yeah. I think we want it to be set up differently. Yeah. One tile should be fine. Get 16, don't trade. Should give these guys a bathhouse, otherwise they might die from disease. Prepare a theater and a school. Market. Theater. I shouldn't really cut this off. And we'll need an actors colony and gladiator school. So I'm thinking we just build it here and connect it up to there. Could use this for temple spam or something later. Get an engineer there. I'm gonna have to roadblock this heavily though. Cannot allow that to spawn Walker. And we'll need to make sure we have desirability. Get the gardens. And in here, I think we are gonna do a statue where possible. One. Then garden it up. Okay, this lighthouse is done. We have some resources. We are going to build a Venus temple. And it will go somewhere over here. Carter needs to go. What is Valdan? I have no idea what that is. Is it something good? It's gonna take a while to fill up. I'm gonna have to activate this wharf again, or not wharf, shipyard. They should get both very soon. I'm gonna set up our exports to be happening over 24 units. That should be enough to keep both of them stocked on 26. These are evolving. I'm gonna have to give them attacks, man. There's a classic American novel named Walden about living in nature and being free and how one fits into society during industrialization in the US. Okay, never actually read it or was aware of its existence. There's a video game based on it. Yeah, okay. Thanks for the explanation. Going to have to take a drink, just a moment. Okay. So yeah, let's hope we have enough food. There is an attack. Take a look at it. What's happening there? Gonna replace our popsicle sticks. Send everyone. This attack is probably not gonna be small, so we better have everyone together. And even, I think investing into a clutch tower or two might be beneficial for us. So they are gonna just go through this place, which means having extra towers here would probably be very good. Get one there, and one there. Oh, did I just not build it? Okay, right, yeah, they are too close. Cannot do it there. That means just clear this up. More. This map actually isn't as challenging as the maps we've played. The day before yesterday. It's a shame. I wanted to get a tough map, but I was searching on Haven and just couldn't find anything really tough today. Or there are plenty of very tough maps, even mine that I've not beaten yet. I just didn't feel like going absolutely brutal. That tower still doesn't have a road, because the enemies were nearby it before. Theft. Yeah, I guess that's gonna be a problem now. Also, yeah, it's because Taxman is passing by some of these. Just need a fish. We should get more soon. Finding games that are about American, not just featuring them. Alright, I'm gonna take a look at my Steam library for a second. Maybe I'm gonna scrounge up something. Even though I don't really think so. Yeah, that stuff like concept that would be all about America. I just don't have a game like that, I don't think. I do have like a shit ton of games, but none of them fit that, I don't think. A lot of the games have America in them, but none of them have it like as a centerpiece. Say. Very anti-capitalist. There's that, gonna make it a little hard, I think. Find something suitable. This wharf is just sitting idle. Gonna do another granary. Is it gonna solve him? No, he's just stuck in the freaking engineer, I think. Build that. Connect it. Roadblock that. Yes, unstuck. Okay, so we are getting some extra insulin. It's good. Gonna have to wait a little bit. Some of them might be struggling with desirability, so let's amend it by getting them a statue. Yeah, Red Dead is American quite a bit, I think, but it's also a very long game. Assassin's Creed 3 as well, yeah. It feels like everyone is doing marathons these days. Even like I'm not talking about rose tinted one. I'm talking about Dark Yang, who was making the punishment 24 hours punishment stream. That was just absolutely insane. And he haven't streamed much since, I don't think. Get another house. Also the unemployment gonna have to be solved. How are we going to solve it? I'm gonna get another warehouse. And another one. Just get marble. No traders. I think the traders might actually be coming here to steal marble. No. So let's just clear that. Have more input? No, it looks like we have plenty. Remastered edition is on Steam, but it isn't exactly cheap. Yeah, right. Also, our pottery industry is just constantly stalling because we just cannot get enough clay. It's a bummer. But money is fine, so let's not worry about that too much. It's also because we have stolen a lot of the clay for the monument construction. Okay, so what do we do next? Also, these guys didn't have fishing boats because this shipyard is just making boats that disappear. And that's happening because of this. I think. No, we need a shipyard. Hey, Flooring Dancer, welcome. 72 or Caesar 3 Marathon when? Yeah, I was talking about Dark Young doing the punishment marathon he did, 24-hour stream. In regards to Caesar, I could maybe see playing it for like 24 hours. That could be done. However, it would significantly impact my sanity. I think I saw you were watching someone else play Caesar today. Was there as well, but Mion was really paying attention, I don't think. Assassin's Creed 3 goes to the list. Good. At least managed to come up with something. Fishing boats can't navigate. Okay, this one is making them, so let's just wait until they are filled up. Should help. 24 hours of rotation, but no, you monster. Never. UBS wallet. Yeah, let's get another granary in here. I don't think I can get it. No. It has to be on this side. I mean, it's fine. Just prefer it to not be there. So Tisha buys more marble. Okay, yeah, we can sell like a whole bunch overseas. Good. And next up, we need to wait until these all have fishing boats. Why are these idle? They have workers. Oh, they were waiting for a carter. Alright. 24 marble. Let's send it. Caesar needs to be kept happy, because we cannot give him the weapons. Big problem. Hey Fairbuy, welcome. Going well. We are playing not the toughest of maps today. It's Alpium Stationem. I can send a link. Maybe you would actually enjoy it. However, I'm gonna need to fix something. I uploaded a wrong version to Haven, I think. I uploaded a version that has no local iron, and you are supposed to have iron. It's a map that I've made for Blobber. Sorry, the link is horribly bloated, but it's just a map. Okay, Grand Temple to Venus is being done. Gonna still take a while. I think this is a warehouse man from here. Let's shut it off. Disappear, come on. It's a bug, I think. Going to Marble Quarry from warehouse? And he has wood? Doesn't make any sense. Is it this guy? Yes. Okay. That's why it wasn't delivering. Get some workshops. Yeah, you missed quite a bit, but not a big deal. Played this map twice already, I think. Nothing really. That original. Okay. Okay, the marble is just disappearing now. So is this gonna be covered by a single engineer? It should. Do a roadblock. Yeah, there are some games which are never gonna come out. So one has to be really careful about what to pick. At first I thought this was an older map. Yes, it is. It's not like insanely old. I made it for Blobber. And I made it like... when did I upload it? It was in January this year. So it's not like insanely old. But it's not the latest. Yeah, food is becoming an issue. However, these ships, yeah, we should be done with the creating of ships from here. Now this should get our ships to this. We have a theft, people are angry. 300 people is probably not gonna be enough for patricians though. So that is a concern. Also, I'm not... I don't think we should make patricians yet. So instead we'll do some tars. It's gonna impact our levy quite a bit, but not really that big of an issue for us. Money doesn't seem to be that tight. We are exporting a whole bunch of stuff constantly. This side as well, just start shooting them immediately when they enter the map. Yeah, people are not happy. Let's take a look at wages. We are still paying more. It's just because they have, yeah, we have some tents because of the food shortages. It's gonna equalize. Need more fish. Price rise on timber. That's not good. soon we should be okay. With the Grand Temple of Venus, it's gonna buff sentiment as well. But no amount of sentiment is gonna totally solve it, unless we get food to all of them. Earthquake. Okay, where is it? Here. It might cut off the wolves. Looks like it. It's gonna be a big one, I think. But it looks like it enclosed itself there. So quite lucky with the spread, it could have gone this way. Would impact this place quite a bit. So yeah, patricians over here, and another block over here. Gonna require some cleaning up. We have some wolves as well. In terms of gods, I'm gonna have to take a look at them. Different, exalted. Yeah. Might want extra temples soon. Or alternatively, we could just get a whole bunch of Flerarii. I think Friendly just likes America, but might be. No, I'm pretty sure it's not from there. Okay, that's cleaned up. Delete everything from here, apart from the mission post. We have food source for this pull-up block. We cannot really search the fish anymore. Also, what about the temple to Venus? Get another architect. And another work camp. We have so many unemployed people, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with them. I think one way to solve it is gonna be... let's just clean this up. Not serving any purpose anyway. Cannot get the trees to do anything. And they might be blocking off shots anyway. Don't want that. Now let's make this into a watchtower place. I'm gonna start right around here, I think. Yeah, we should. Get them going this way. And make enough shoot. They can decide for themselves if they want to go that way or this way. Sad that unemployment is so hard to balance. I also get a lot of it on most maps. And have to spam buildings, so I don't need to balance it out. Yeah, it's very common. Yeah, it's a problem because some people can actually min-max, and that would impact them if you just make some buildings more employment hungry. Already, the Grand Temples take quite a bit of employment if you build multiple of them. We might actually need the vine buff. Gonna take a look. Vine. No, multiple vines. Okay. Let's get the other buff. And what do I want to say? Yeah, like if we provide people with some sort of building that wouldn't feel so bad to spam at least, then it wouldn't be that terrible. I guess once we get the province update, and that to stick to 2 for balance in the campaign. Yeah. Like, you could, once you get the province system, you could get all sorts of buildings that would send people on the province map to actually establish different things, or even have other options. But for now, I think the options are quite limited. What can be done? So everybody just has to juggle that on his own. We only have 4,700 people, but already a lot of unemployment. That sucks. I could start making oil, actually. Shouldn't be that bad. Can we also get vines from any place? Doesn't look like it, right? No, we'll have to buy vine. It's gonna be insanely expensive. Let's take a look at the prices. Oh yes! Oh yes. Absolutely insane. 539 denarii for a keg of wine. Can we get olives? Yes. Isha. Gonna have to accept olives instead of timber in here. And then let's take a look at workshops. Oil. I could actually have a second dock. I think we'll do that. Just have another warehouse, maybe? It's actually a corner that cannot be used. Sucks. Okay, let's just stick with the workshops here then. Let's make quite a few. I think the traders are coming here because of the timber. But we need to see, yeah, okay. Yeah, that was bad. And a warehouse that's going to accept oil over here. Accept oil. Should give us some, yeah, some jobs as well. So we've built the Grand Temple. Next Grand Temple is gonna be Ceres. Or the Hippodrome. I need to think where I will place this. I think Ceres Temple can go here. Space will probably not be useful for much else anyway. Gonna have to connect this entire thing up, which is just incredibly bad. But it needs to happen. And why don't we make some of these things? Some architects as well. Actually, gonna do that and get an engineer for this. With the Venus buff, we should have higher sentiment overall. Take a look. Very pleased. We could even maybe tax them a little more. So we still need to decrease the unemployment. Am I killing wolves somewhere? Probably here. I think that, yeah. The guard is killing them. Fine. Take a look. Production site. First stage is done. Yeah, now food is getting stabilized, at least a little bit. We'll need surplus fish though, because that's gonna have to be for the patricians as well. Now unemployment is low. That's good. We can start working on the block finally. We're gonna have to design it first. Probably would want something fairly standard. If I can get away with it. Still not gonna be totally standardized because this would have to end it there. Make it full. That and maybe make it stick out a little bit. This is almost always bad to have something like this. Maybe for this it's gonna work. And probably we'll have to pick a side that's gonna have extra houses. Gonna do it here. Reservoir. Fortunately, it's gonna have to be here. Obviously, people are not gonna love that. There is a 1x1 spot there. Use it. Can pilot here. Oh, that's a prefect. I don't need a prefect. I need a doctor and a barber. So I should do it there. And on this side could be done as well. You don't really need more 1x1s. Just wait until people move in. In the meantime, we could set up farming, but I don't really have that much. Take a look. There's this one tile, but it's inconsequential. Problem is gonna be this meeting hut. I think it is deceiving, but it's gonna reach all the way here. Let's clear this native cliff entirely. You can actually have an access. And let's take a look. Get him a mission post. Okay, it should be safe now. So that's good. Also, what about the temple? Getting built. Okay, what is the wheat? Usually better to go for vegetables, because wheat has priority to get all the time, which you don't necessarily want all the time, but in this case it might be enough. Okay, let's try to get it here. It should be fine if you get the Ceres' temple. It's gonna increase the speed of the carters. Going to just roadblock that off, and let's get an engineer. Roadblock this off. Gonna accept wheat. That should be fine. We don't necessarily want this to be huge, I don't think. Can set up another block, but in this case, like, less service efficiency might be actually beneficial. You'll have to spam less buildings to just soak up employment. Also start overproducing food in here. Might be good. This guy will need to be pacified. I would like to do it from down here. Oh, let's try if this guy spawns in there. He does not. So instead, it's gonna be here. This is a 3x3, which is a shame. I could get it here. But then we'll need a road tile. I'm not sure about this. Might as well start setting up farms there. Yeah, we can have the road right there. After he's done, I'm gonna set the rest of them because we get more people quickly. How many farms can we fit back here? Like only a few. Yeah, let's do that. Also, this road needs to go and get a granary somewhere. Set up that. I think we'll just do getting. Very close, so it shouldn't be that bad. Except this will be getting. This will not need an engineer because it's gonna get covered from this side, and this one is getting covered from the other side, so it's fine. Get a bathhouse, otherwise they will die. Markets. Get a theater, a school. After playing desert maps recently, Mountain Range just seems so huge. It's the regular one. Feels like it actually can reach people now. It's absolutely insane. Get some legionary statues. We could have an equestrian there. Totally intentional. Get it there and cover the rest with gardens, apart from this one tile which will get a lararium. They will want gods. We'll need them anyway, so plot them on this side. Actually keep an access there, so it means Venus Temple is gonna go there. Start evolving them, and we are gonna need a warehouse over here. Going to get pottery in units. Also, let's buff up our. I'm gonna stop selling, and we are going to accept pottery in here now. This warehouse was accepting pottery. Gonna instead accept furniture. I don't think we can fit many more. Oh yeah, and import olives. There's an enemy invasion. Oh, let's see how bad it is. Coming from the other side, we didn't have one from there yet. Let's set in this choke point. See how it will work for us. If it goes well, we might consider climbing this upper area as our own. There is only one access point and that's there. I'm especially worried about the native uprisings. The regular attacks I don't think are so bad. They are moving slowly, so they can usually be picked off by ballistas. Also, this is not connected to our existence. So let's cut away. Arrows should be there, so maybe some of them will get activated. Yeah, there's a ballista already. It's still not the max size assault, I don't think, but it's pretty close to it. Some guards should be making their way over here, yeah. The arrow fire from the watchtowers is not gonna be great, but it's some stuff. And as they go by, the guards are massing. That's like another javelin unit, basically. And here we are gonna take some losses, but probably shouldn't be that bad. These choke points. Okay. Yeah, we are just starting to make oil. We will send him the oil once we get it. We actually have olives. So now he should deliver it. Oh, he's getting furniture. Right, let's switch it to just accepting olive. And yeah, we'll be fine. I think we can rely more and more on taxation as we go. Let's get an amphitheater. Gladiator school. I could maybe fiddle around with the road, but it doesn't look like it's gonna work. Let's just get them here. And a medium statue to compensate. To prepare nice plaza double road for the enemies. Yeah, but we don't have plaza. Plaza is a crutch. So basically any map that I make does not have plaza. And I'm dumb, I forgot engineers in here. Incredibly bad. Let's hope not many farms collapse. Another one. Rest might be fine. I think it's fine. Series is getting done. Okay, and another thing. Collapsed. Didn't make his way there yet. Yeah. Workshop. It's just chock full. Good. These guys will get pottery soon. Must stop selling it. Just to keep it all for consumption, basically. This did cost a lot of clay. But it definitely impacted our pottery production here. At least as long as we can get some, it'll be good. I think that one is actually superficial. But we'll get a forum. Everybody is small insulated, so they really shouldn't worry about it. Question is, where do we fit the forum? Might have to replace, yeah, Mercury is useless. Let's do that. Mercury is gonna go into the gulag. And so far no unemployment is really an issue. But it's gonna get worse as people move in. Let's check the housing advisor. Yeah, 1400 people are on their way. Price rise on marble. I'll have insane money soon. Like even this is actually insane. Maybe we use that money to get the patrician block. Neptune would be great to Grand Temple, but maybe it's not necessary. Also Mars Temple is actually something we might consider. Because getting more auxiliaries would actually be beneficial. Make absolutely sure we can hold whatever comes. I think we start with the patricians. We'll just wait until we have more unemployment so we can actually plan it properly. Mars Temple is very cheap, we could get it quick. But I think my priority should be Neptune, if any Grand Temple, then Neptune. It also has the global health buff. It's definitely helpful. Almost. I could maybe fit it here. No, that's a tile. Okay. Gonna have to find a suitable location for it, and it's not gonna be easy. It could be here. Gonna limit our access a little bit, but it's not a big deal. I think I've also opened up this, which might have contained wolves. No, they are here, okay. They are not a problem then. Let's start building the patrician layout. Good statues. Okay, it's rugged. We cannot get away with like a totally standardized design, I don't think. It's gonna be tough to fit all the services around here. For sure. Two more. Stroke is gonna impact it. Something like this. There's a rock there and there though. So this is not gonna be a house, and this would have to be longer. Looks jank. I'm gonna wait and get the hippodrome first, I think. I should actually check if we can even fit it somewhere. I'm sure it can fit somewhere. Just short. Oh. Still I have high hopes for this place. No, the rocks are in a precise location to block us. I cannot get a tavern, but I can get them a coliseum instead of the other thing. So we should gonna require a middle access, so might as well build it there. Create a connection. Going to do an engineer, doctor, and a barber. Not much else yet. Reservoir can be here. Probably have to be there. Sure. And yeah, the native hut lifts. Bad. Grand Temple. Let's get the blessing. Wheat is actually in surplus, quite a big one. I'm tempted to just start working on that as well. I'm going to get another work camp, another architect or two here, and another work camp right there. That should start like a huge caravan of guys that are gonna go and build it. Here this dead cut off the wolves. Unemployment is getting a little high. I guess we might start with the patricians now. There's a freaking rock, okay. Means this needs to be stretched a little longer. It's gonna definitely impact the efficiency of this place. Can I even? No, I don't think I can have it. Okay. It's gonna be a pain. Gonna be only a few patricians. It's actually a big deal. I could maybe get one here, but fountain is gonna be a problem. If we get a Neptune temple, it might water him. Oh, even though, no, it's one tile, I think. This would water him if he was here. Get it. Gonna need 2x2s anyway. But it's fine. Get these guys in here. There. Okay. And this is gonna be a medium statue. Need a guy. You know, get fountains. Also terrible, there is a rock in here. Cannot have anyone in here. Makes me think we should go for another good statue. Could maybe cheese this and get him in here somewhere. But he's gonna absolutely hate the reservoir and we don't have plaza. So this is really stretching what's possible, I think. With some granaries. Gonna input the food over here. Let's get fish and wheat and wheat and vegetables and set up a farming place over here. I don't think we will really need that many. Maybe this side could actually be fine, but I'd like to overproduce it slightly at least. You get something like 3 farms in here, that's pathetic. Okay. Got that. Granary. There. Granary here. Engineers. Accept. Accept. Yeah, it just gobbled up a lot of clay. But we are making stockpiles of pottery. Let's set this warehouse to accept 8 wine and 8 only. I'm gonna flick it to import. The problem though, because it is costing an insane amount of money, wine. So we definitely need a very strong economy to support it. Patricians are not gonna be profitable on this map. It's a big hassle to have them, but we have to have them. Theater, school, markets, warehouses. This one is going to get pottery. One is going to get furniture. One is going to get oil. Full amount, fine. This one is going to get wine, only 8 units. And in regards to oil, can we sell oil? Pretty sure we can to a land trade route. Is it worth it though? If we sell it by land, you'd get 200, quite a bit. I think we should sell it, but only nearby our actual trade route. Just the caravan route is here. So let's take a look. That one tile is inaccessible. Got 2 warehouses right here. Both are gonna get oil. And we will start selling it. Because we will need the money to support the wine imports. Sell the wine, or send it to Caesar. Rather, let's take a look at our savings, send him a gift. And, oh, I actually made a mistake. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a change of the emperor at some point. I shouldn't have sent that. I don't think we can fit many more workshops in here. Maybe we can try one more. So in regards to goods, we are looking quite good. Okay, enemy attack. Take a look at it. It's gonna be from there. So again, we're gonna defend the choke point. I think we also have the formations ready. Like that. Usually be one tile further. And we should be okay. And now they will actually get shot much more by the ballista. This is insane, the amount of guards in there. Like 3 javelin units. They are messing all the time though. So there is food here as well. Now they want religion. Give them religion. I'm going to do all except Mercury. Mercury goes into the gulag again. I'm gonna actually build him there. Venus is definitely necessary. Get her here. They'll want various entertainment buildings. Start with an amphitheater. And they will want an arena. So I will give them an arena over here. And yeah, it's gonna be it. I cannot give them tavern. They are just gonna have to wait until we get the Coliseum. Get a lion pit. And gladiators. And they will also want, might as well start with the hospital. Oh, gonna be tough to fit it. This one tile. Is there a better way? I haven't built an academy yet. Okay, Mars Temple can go away, that's fine. But the Academy can go here if we remove the road network and that road connection. And that is going to happen once we actually don't need monument construction. But we will need it for the freaking actors. And this warehouse. Okay, I think I'm gonna shift the oil warehouse by a little bit. Be fine. Make a connection there. Get oil. Don't accept traders. So they should have a bathhouse already, right? No, not really. Grand Temple is done. Build the bathhouse here. Neptune, let's pick the only relevant upgrade. What about our wine? Yeah, we have some ready. Now they will want oil soon and we don't really have that much here. Because we are selling a whole bunch of it. Maybe we set it so that we have some in the city at all times. I think 24 is fine. Now, we might have to trick these guys into thinking that they have more desirability than they actually have. Do some gardens. And I can actually get an academy in here, since they said we couldn't have built anything in here anyway. Library, I forgot about it. Okay. Get it? I should have, yeah, there is space to build things here. Wrath of Mars. Mars is unhappy. I think I deleted one of his small temples and didn't replace it. He's just pissed about that. Let's get a Mars temple there. And we could do another set, but they're happy. I think there is a big reason. Now let's let them construct the other things. Let's just connect this up. We need to create a connection so our architects can actually reach the construction site. Connect that and roadblock it. Of the Coliseum. Grand Insulae. I need a tax man. Let's get him here. Let's make it so that we are importing enough wine. They want entertainment. But this guy. Need water from a fountain? Did I really delete one? Yes, I think I did. Get a fountain there then. Because it was one of the small things I deleted here. Now they are rushing for it. They're gonna build it pretty quick. What about unemployment? It's not high. I'm going to do temple spam somewhere. I could actually do large temples just to be done with the spamming. At least a while. But we need to be mindful of the space because we will need to fit another block of plebeians somewhere probably. Depends where do we want it. Could fit temples here, but that would probably block off a significant chunk of this. I'm gonna take a look at it. Okay, that works. Create a road. And actually another roadblock because this engineer would totally spawn in there. Lararia, yeah, we could Lararia. Blubber is totally right. Depends if you want to though. Don't want to go for it all the time, right? Even though it's beautifully hideous, I love it. Make it on this cliff. That's a big statement to the freaking natives. I'm gonna need employment anyway, so a mission post here. And then even use that road to actually have the Lararia. It's a shame the Lararia cannot be dragged like the statues. Because the goddess statue is good because you can actually like drag it around. You don't have to select and place one by one. You can drag and drop like image housing basically. The Lararia I do not have that, so a lot of obnoxious clicking can be heard right now. Gonna satiate the gods until the end of times. Might raise the vine amount in the city by switching this to 16 units. Okay, let's give them some time. They should construct the Coliseum pretty quick. He wants money, let's give him money. And I'm gonna have to take a short break, so I'm gonna leave the game running at low speed. Gonna be right back. If something happens, it will pause the game. Anyway. Okay, I'm back. So let's take a look. Second stage. Gonna have to wait a little while longer. Like food is totally fine. We might not need to get another block if we somehow manage to evolve the things we already have. But that might prove difficult. Because they would want 2 food types. That's not something we can very easily get. So might be better just go another small insulate block. Also, I'm gonna check the population advisor after we have the full evolution on the patricians. Beat the game. It's another tier. They should really build it very quickly. Possible one of the temples, yeah, is sending out Walker on the wrong side. It's Neptune's temple, which is doubly important because it's gonna raise the capacity. I'm gonna take a look at the large temples. Yeah, they are done. So many resources. I would even consider going with another grand temple. But we already have 3 of them. Local uprising, okay. And Emperor wants something or wage rises? Yeah. There's the attack. There. Gonna be natives, so I'm worried a little bit. They are very fast. But with the defenses we have, I think we are fine still. I don't think we have a Grand Temple to Mars actually. That might be helpful as the attacks grow first. Question is, where do we build it? I think that getting a block here would be fairly obnoxious. Maybe we do it here. But we should stop the construction for now, until the Coliseum is done. Okay, what about the natives? They are rushing in. They went right in, but be fine. Like they broke. So Colosseum, fourth stage. Get it done. Yeah, they are bringing the stuff. Okay, now we can actually enable Mars. Yeah, he's not getting weapons. I don't have iron. Venus blessing. Done. Now, what about the entertainment? Once it gets passed by walkers, maybe it's gonna get better? Not really. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to do a tavern. It's gonna be very costly to run it. So it is. Let's give it a tavern, see what happens. Yeah, large palace and luxury palace. And these guys want more desirability. Just one, seems. Oh, yeah. They should get passed by the tavern eventually. Maybe it wants another... What does this mean? When you start too crowded, does it mean it wants more operator schools? I don't remember. So what's the population cap? 8,700. Means that we should just evolve what we have, if possible. Get a warehouse. Gonna get furniture, 16. It's gonna not allow trading, or trading by sea either. Touch that. Oh, actually, no. That would cause this to spawn in there. Okay. Suffer the inefficiency of the one tile, it's fine. We are going to do the same thing for the other stuff. First, let's just get a warehouse. Gonna be having oil. Oil, 16. Don't trade it. And they will also want a library. Can we get a library? Get on temple to Mercury can go. So let's watch. They evolve, and we should just switch this. It's gonna start getting wheat. This as well. Take a look at the input. Looks like we still have plenty. So they will start getting it. Okay, there is an enemy attack. It comes from this side now. We should try to use our the same formation so I don't have to click as much. Let's try this choke point. a lot. Grand Temple is done. That's Mars, I think. Consumption of all goods. Get that. What is the temple we don't actually need in here? I think I moved Mars from this block. Neptune is necessary, Ceres is necessary, Venus is necessary, okay. We just cannot have Mars in here. I could maybe try to cheese it. Let's get the library. Actually, different Mars temple. Library. And then set you on the other side to buffer desirability. How's the fight doing? Not bad. A lot of corpses over there. This tower doesn't have road access. I think it still doesn't have it. Yeah, they are too close. Once they're max level, they don't need any temples anymore, at least in the base game. Do they? Not sure if Augustus changed it. But I'm doing it because of the blessings. You only get the benefit if the priest actually passes the housing. So that's gonna reduce the goods consumption. The bug. Then they probably solved it. I can ask. I never noticed that, so thanks for bringing it to my attention. Gonna ask if it's solved in Augustus. So Grand Insulator, right? Food. They should get wheat soon. They don't like the area now. They don't need any. Yeah. That's I understand what you mean by the bug. Yeah, if they devolve, they will lose the access, I guess. But I still need that because of the buffs from the Grand Temples. You wouldn't get the benefit. Yeah, they would devolve all the way to shacks. Be good. Sort of irregular shape for the block because of the rocks. Guess it looks kinda cool, better than the rows. But the road layout is basically similar. It's a big mess. Food is just not making its way here effectively enough. I would get another granary. Gonna get grain as well. And we should actually grow more. I don't have that much unemployment though, so something to consider. I cannot evolve this block, this is just absolutely clogged up. Might need to get another one then. Give it some time. Yeah, mana is going absolutely ham. My question is, do we do even a Mercury Grand Temple? I don't actually think we need it. Which types? This guy doesn't like desirability. Running out of point could kill some monument builders. Yes, we could. Totally right. Favor population. Still need quite a bit, so I think we are gonna have to set up another block, unfortunately. As much as I would like to evolve them and solve it that way, it's just not gonna be possible, I don't think. In here, I don't even think I can get a library. Or I could if I solve that first. Get a road off of that. Let's get a warehouse. Good one. Get furniture. Let's get oil. And let's get gladiators in here. Leave a space. Get a library. And could take a look if I could get warehouse in here somehow, but I doubt it. Yeah. They have to go a long way. How is the furniture looking? Here it's fine. I'm just gonna go for the 8. 8 pottery? Yeah, we can have it. It's angry, it's fine. Couldn't have fulfilled that. I think some of them, yeah, they are still waiting on goods. Oil. Now they want second food type. Gonna try and give them a second food type. What is it gonna be? I think we should just do doubles and have them here. Then probably get rid of some of the monument builders if we really need it. Again, and take farms. Put them over here. Not that many actually. Cannot block it entirely. Get a granary. Accept. Need to make sure all of them have Neptune. Looks like they do. Right? No, I think Neptune isn't in this block. That could be helpful. We have that. Let's remove Mercury. Then Neptune and replace Neptune temple here with Mercury. Okay, few ground insulae. It's gonna get better once you get more vegetables. Attack is on its way. Fine. New Emperor, yeah, that's what we thought. Fortunately, we didn't really lose any favor. That. So let's get him to be at 60. So what about these guys? Supply. Right. Oil, I think oil is actually, like, we shouldn't really export it anymore. Yeah, just having enough of this. And might even get, I would like more workshops, but it's not feasible. Remove that. Get a warehouse. Gonna be getting olives. 8 of them, and once he gets 8 he will supply few workshops, but it's not gonna be that efficient at all. Going to accept oil, 24 units. Let's see if he works properly. Grabs 4, comes over, grabs 4, over. Now he supplies them. Now he grabs 4, okay. Fortunately it's fairly close for him, so some additional output for these guys. Food. Food is gonna be fine. Grain is there, it's just I would probably benefit from yet another granary. Is this one set up? Yes. They are just stealing the food from there. Get another one. Hey Quasi. Welcome. Did I win yesterday? What was I playing yesterday? Was it also Caesar? I was playing Rise of Nations and I was playing something else. I'm gonna have to take a look, probably. It's sort of mixed up now. I know I've been playing 2 maps. Yeah, I've won both of them. I've played 2. Yeah, the Salted Cartridge, right. Yes, we've won. And Barnabas Tarsum as well. That's also the other map I played after, because some people wanted to see more Caesar, so I played another one. And that one is actually the one I like quite a bit. It's my own map, and it forces you to build irregular blocks because there are rocks absolutely everywhere. And it's a desert map, and the prices of goods are absolutely terrible. So it's sort of a slow start, but it's mainly an economic mission rather than a military one. But military is of course gonna get worse as you get longer into the mission. That took like 5 hours, 5.5 hours, I think. Most of these other maps are like 3.5 hours, 4 hours. It looks like something is running low. What is it? Wheat? Okay. Mission post. I don't think I can pacify them from the other bank. Let's do it from here. How it works, and let's remove our superficial stuff. Get a granary here. And I should actually make 2 mission posts, I think. Connect that road. Grab this one. It's fine, we have the employment. We should get some extra people soon, hopefully. These are all insulin, Grand Insulina. So what's the population tab say? Like we still need like 700 people. Probably gonna take a while. I cannot really give these guys anything, because it's so packed together. So the only option would be to set up another block, and it might as well be just a small casa block, I think. Might be over here. This is not a really good space to build on at all, but might be enough. Also, how are we gonna get water over here? There is a little bit here. There is water there. But water from the upper level. I don't really want to do that though. Maybe we just do castles here. A line, not even a block. Haven't done lines in a long time. That should be enough. Get an engineer, doctor, barber. Start setting the houses first. Actually, how do we get water to them? There is a reservoir spot there. And actually here, I'm gonna have to get rid of my Lararii. Sucks. Where's the native? There. You don't really need like sick amount of people, so this should be fine. Hey Natalagume, welcome. How long have I played Season 3 for? Basically from childhood, when I found out about the game, but then I didn't really play it for a long time, and then I came back to it, and then Augustus came up, so from that point I played it. So recently, like 2 years. Let's get all the temples. Prepare theater. School. Just like cut this short, I think. You'll need some extra stuff over here. So how are you doing on fish? Like some of the granaries are full, which means I'm gonna give these guys fish, I think. Same here, this must be one of my favorite games of all time. You see someone streaming it. Yeah, plenty of people are actually playing recently. I must say not all of them do it well, but yeah, the game is picking up interest again because Augustus brings so much new stuff to the game. There have actually been people who are playing this game for an insane amount of time. For all this time that nobody cared about the game, people were still playing, and you can find that on Caesar 3 Haven. There is evidence. And I'm also a map creator, so if you want some custom maps, I've made some pretty brutal ones. This is one of mine actually. Yes, I'm hiding it. I'm hi Super Cheese. Welcome. I think this should be sufficient. We don't really need that many more people. Might be more of a hassle, actually. At some point. I would like to make them insulate at least. Actually, not here. This is a bad place. Get a better house. Tough to get anything here. Okay, let's do it here. Connect it up. And this is going to be getting pottery, 16 units. Might as well set up the amphitheater. It's gonna be insane to fit things in here. I think I might as well do it here. Then you'll have to create a connection, but fine. We connect it, create some roadblocks, make sure it's not spaghetti. And up here and down here, gonna need an engineer. Let's create some roadblocks. Markets. A bad spot for it. Out of curiosity, do you play much Total War? Round 2. I've played it when it came out and when the updates actually made the game good. But I haven't played it in a long time, I don't think. Total War, mostly, I think, yeah, the games are not bad. I like the Warhammer ones, though. Not all the people who actually like historical Total War don't usually like those. But yeah, I'm not sure if the games hold up too well, actually. And I'm not sure if it's a good streaming content either. But I think there are some mods which are pretty good, like make the game way harder. Definitely appreciate that. Can we get water to all of them? Not all of them, so some of them have to be killed. Fine. We did evolve them, and this guy will want stuff. Give him Lararii. And pottery, they should get pottery soon. They should get entertainment, they will get a bulb house. Just figure out where to place it. Could have gotten it. I don't want to have it here. Gonna do it. Connect it that way instead. Granary doesn't really need access. But it will need an engineer. File house there, and let's allow this tile. That one though. Is there desirability building with a walker? No. None of them do have walkers. Desirability is gardens, statues, plaza, Lararii, temples. Like, you can say temples give desirability and they have a Volker, but their purpose is solely to give religion, mostly. Would be nice, you think? It might be a problem how the desirability is calculated though. Because it's flat out the grid, and if the Volker comes around and raises it, it would have to slowly degrade, like all the other Volker services work. Which would then make it, the houses would constantly evolve and evolve. You know what I mean? Because that's how Volkers work. If you make it so he passes them once and it never devolves, it would make that useless. You could maybe get it to a large cooldown, so the buildings wouldn't degrade for a time, and then it would fall off. Yeah, it would need to be done, because otherwise the fluctuations would be horrible. So how are we doing on population? We have the capacity. Shouldn't really send gifts. Maybe Caesar will ask for something. furniture. Let him eat furniture. Oh, these guys are venturing like a insane distance to get that. I shouldn't really allow that. I don't need it. Threatening the stability. Sell furniture. Grateful. Okay, do we save up? We could just send him a gift and then a small one eventually, and that should push us over. 10,000 citizens, okay. Invasion is imminent. I cannot avoid it because I need 4 favor. Gonna have to fight it. Okay, there we go. Take a look. They're coming from there, so let's defend this choke point again. I think we should be fine. Mercury is upset because he is maybe the only god that doesn't really have a grand temple. Okay. We should send Caesar a gift annually now. We'll do this one, okay. That was enough. Push us over. There. Accept our promotion. Okay, let's resolve the prediction. Also victory. Alright, and this is gonna be it for today. I might stream some Rise of Nations later, because that's our long play currently. Take a look. Parallax is streaming something. Let's rate Parallax.